Aloha from Hawaii, this is Ed. Um, Tetsubo 57 just brought up another good issue, attacks of opportunity. So I'm going to spend a little time responding to that. The attack of opportunity, some people want to get rid of it because it makes the battle complicated, slow, and tedious. And let me start by saying that attacks of opportunity are good. I like this part of the game. If a character decides to flee a fight and run away, the other character should have, or deserves to have, at least an opportunity to have one last swipe before he gets away. Then the same logic applies if a character wants to run right past an enemy for whatever reason. Let's say that there's a guard protecting a king, and a player wants to run right past the guard and attack the king. Now that player shouldn't be able to just run right past that guard as if he wasn't there. There has to be some sort of mechanism to say, okay, the guard can react. And that's where you bring in an attack of opportunity. Now the thing about attacks of opportunity is that themselves they are not complicated. They are quick and simple. They are basic melee attacks. And the die roll for an attack of opportunity is fast. You take your basic melee attack, you roll your dice, and you see if you get the hit, take your damage, you move on with the battle. It's not complicated, it's actually fast. So what is the problem? The problem, as I see it, is not attacks of opportunity. The problem is really the players. They're learning the game or they don't know the rules, and then there comes a point when time where say, okay, there's an attack of opportunity. Well, why? What happened? Well, the player's going past you, you have a chance to attack, go ahead and attack, roll the dice. So there comes this whole situation where you have to explain to the player why there's an attack of opportunity, get the dice rolled for something that's very simple anyways. So it's the players make attacks of opportunity complicated. So basically, as I see it, the players aren't paying attention to the game, or they don't know the rules. And that makes something very simple as attack of opportunity complicated. So here's a typical scene in a game. A player is not paying attention, and all of a sudden, his character can do an attack of opportunity. So someone has to say, hey, you get an attack of opportunity. Roll the d20, let's go. Then that player asks, well, what happened? Why do I get an attack of opportunity? And then someone has to explain the situation. And then, okay, now I understand. Okay, roll the dice, let's keep going. So this scene is actually fairly common. And it happens with other rules too. But it slows down the game and makes people blame the attack of opportunity for slowing down the game instead of the players who really aren't understanding the situation and applying the rules. So one solution might be to make each player responsible for their character's attacks of opportunity. They have to pay attention to the battle and be aware of the rule, and if anyone at the table, the GM or even an ally, anyone at the table has to tell them that they have an attack of opportunity, they won't get it. They have to know the rules, and they have to say, okay, hey, I get an opportunity of attack here. Here's the die. I'm going to roll it. Do I hit? Okay, move on. Make it quick and simple, but the players have to pay attention, and they have to be able to know the rules. There's going to be a learning curve on this, I understand. And then it becomes a discussion in the game about, okay, what happened? But ultimately, the GM has to create an atmosphere of discipline. But the discipline is really good because with the discipline, the game will move faster, people will know the rules, and the GM will just say, hey, look, you didn't know you get an attack of opportunity. Someone had to tell you the attack of opportunity. Sorry, you don't get the attack of opportunity. Let's move on. Keep it moving. Next time they'll know. Next time they'll say, hey, this time I get an attack of opportunity. Okay, roll the dice. No explanation. Game moves fast. But it is important for the players to learn the rules and the rights of their players. So by saying, okay, you're responsible for your character. I'm not going to tell you you get an attack of opportunity. You got to know the rules. You got to be responsible, and then the player has an incentive to learn the rules better and stay more focused on the game and the game moves. Now, I just noticed that Paizo came out with the beginner's boxed version of the Pathfinder game, and they left out attacks of opportunity altogether. So this is the beginner's version from levels 1 to 5. They just dropped attacks of opportunity from the rules altogether. I think they are right. When it comes to beginners, the complication of attacks of opportunity really get in the way of the flow of the game. So I think they are right in doing what they did. So it is better. So I think as players advance with the game, they can incorporate attacks of opportunity and maybe some other rules because they can now deal with the complications of the game. And they get more sophisticated as they get, fourth level, fifth level, sixth level, seventh level. They begin to get more sophisticated in how they play the game. So then you can incorporate attacks of opportunity and everything's fine. So all in all, I like attacks of opportunities. I think they're good. It's just make them quick. Make them as quick as possible in the game. Keep the game moving, and keep your players disciplined like that. Okay. Try to say that fast. Hope you're having a good day. Aloha, and above all, get wisdom.